What is going on, guys? I'm Jaye the Black. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. Make sure that you like this video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell. You know, this is really sad that it has come to this for Maria Taylor. I really liked Maria Taylor when she first started to appear on ESPN. She was doing a lot of college football, and she was very likable, right? And it's almost like she was put in there to sort of be like the future replacement for Carrie Champion, almost, right? Now, fast forward, now she has basically become a black Karen. She's trying to show her wokeness. And in this situation with the Baylor basketball team, she tried to virtue signal and it went horribly wrong, okay? Now, the reason why I just can't stand Maria Taylor anymore is when that whole situation happened with Drew Brees, with the anthem protests or whatnot, and she tried to call him out as being basically a discriminator of melanated people on live TV, acting all fake outraged. Once she did that, I said I don't care any more for Maria Taylor whatsoever. She has such a promising, to me, career, but now she's allowing certain people to get in her ear to where she wants to be the woke black chick on ESPN. And I think she might have gotten roasted, and a well-needed roast, because people now see what I saw months ago. Now, according to Bro Bible, I'll put the link in the description box to the article. It says ESPN's Maria Taylor tries to get woke Twitter outraged over Baylor Final Four photo, fails miserably. Logging onto Twitter is not a positive experience. It's actually the exact opposite of that. It's a boiling cesspool of ridiculous statements and opinions on any subject your brain can imagine. One reason it's such a negative place is that some people's agenda on Twitter is to simply stir the pot, cause some outrage, watch the world burn, and piss off a portion of the internet. That appears to have been Maria Taylor's goal on Tuesday. Following Baylor's win over Arkansas late Monday night, SportsCenter tweeted out a graphic explaining that the Bears are making their first trip to the Final Four since 1950. Something as simple as tweeting a statistic and a picture of a basketball player isn't safe from scrutiny these days. However, this is the graphic here, and it says for the first time since 1950, Baylor is headed to the Final Four. And here is Maria Taylor. Read this. Taylor saw this as an opportunity to create some fake outrage, get some retweets, and maybe even trend. So she decided to quote the tweet, reminding everyone that the Baylor's women's team won the national championship back in 2019. It appears she may not have looked at the actual graphic. However, as it clearly says 2021's men's NCAA tournament right underneath the Baylor logo, as you can see here. That's her right there. Now, if you look at the tweet here, it has over 31,000 likes. It has over almost 4,000 comments. And that's what she did it for. She did it because she wanted to get woke on social media. She wanted to virtue signal to women, because that's what they do. Maria Taylor is what you would call one of these woke feminists, because that's what she's coming off as. Because a lot of these women are women first, and they're all about trying to get women recognized and get them, their accomplishments put out there. Always talking about how, people are not giving them the opportunities that they deserve. When she's getting on social media trying to virtue signal when she really doesn't even need to. She really doesn't even need to do it. But she's doing it because she has an audience full of, thirsty, crazed women who want to be outraged about something. And it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense to do this. But then you got to look at the world that we are in today. We're in a world of virtue signaling. I wouldn't even be on Twitter if it wasn't for the fact that I do content. If it wasn't for the fact that I do content, I wouldn't even be on Twitter. Wouldn't even be on Twitter, because you have people like this who want to do nothing but cause crazed division, arguing, bickering with other people. Because you got two sides of a lot of these women. You got the side of them that's talking about the plight of melanated people, right? And then you got the other part of them that's talking about the plight of women. And the plight of women will always matter over everything else. Let's see. Taylor either didn't see the men's NCAA tournament note in the graphic, didn't care about it, or thought her followers were too stupid to notice it. Either way, Taylor failed in the awakening woke Twitter. Given the other asinine things that people get mad about on Twitter, Taylor likely thought she had a home run here, but she struck out. Look at some of the responses. Thank you for your service, Maria. If not for you, Baylor's 2019 title would have vanished into the world of toxic masculinity. The picture shows a man and the graphic says 2021 men's NCAA tournament. LOL, the biggest look at me tweet of all time. And that's what it is. That's what it is. You know, Maria Taylor, again, she's like a lot of these women who get on social media and they want a virtue signal because they have no other talent except for to try to piss people off. And it's sad. It really is, because I like Maria Taylor. You know, but she's one of these disgruntled ex-female athletes who never got the opportunity to do anything past college, right? They were a big deal in college. Then they leave college. They're not good enough to play in the WNBA or overseas, so they go work for ESPN. And they hold this grudge. That's all this was. This was jealousy and a grudge. And the sad part is a man married this woman. A black man married her. And I can only imagine what he has to go through with all the virtue signaling. Because a lot of times these women are two-faced. They'll virtue signal on social media, but they're completely different outside of it. She's looking for validation. I'll tell you, you can just tell how insecure women like this are. You could tell how insecure she really is. This is an insecure woman. You may look at her and say, oh, she's an attractive woman. You know, she has nothing to be insecure about. When you have to get online and virtue signal, you clearly are insecure and you're looking for validation. And it's sad. And what's funny is that you have a lot of women in the comment section, especially these Caucasian women, that are trying to hop to her defense. But there's nothing to defend. Right? And of course, a lot of these women are going to defend her because they feel the same way that she does, which is why a lot of men are not marrying these women. A lot of men are not staying in long-term relationships with a lot of these modern women anymore because they are crazy. They are delusional. They are delusional. So look at the women that are defending this. These are you could tell these type of women that have a grudge against life itself. They have a grudge against life itself, man. This is sad. But what do you expect on Twitter these days?